What's up, guys? Welcome once again to the Save Continue Newscast. My name is Ryan Robinson. That's Tom Shelby.
Hello.
That's Shanae Howard.
Hi.
Every week we get together with stories from the previous week that we thought were interesting, wanted to share with you. This week we have October 15th through October 21st, 2017.
Yes.
First up, let's talk about EA closing down Visceral Studios.
Yeah, this is in relation to Amy Hennig's Star Wars game. It has been moved to EA Vancouver, which is interesting. You guys know the games that Visceral has made?
Yeah?
Dead Space.
Dante's Inferno.
Sure.
I love those games.
Yeah, they've made some good single-player games, which is what this game was intended to be. It doesn't sound like it will be that way anymore.
It's moving in a multiplayer direction at this point.
They never said that. The statement never says that,
Sure.
but it seems that way.
But because of the implication.
And now going to EA Vancouver is an interesting choice because you guys know the games that they've made.
No.
Almost all sports games.
I thought that was EA Tiburon who's making all those sports games.
Well, they might too. I don't know. But, yeah, so, interesting choice. A lot of people are pissed about it. I can see why. But at the same time, it's a business. They're there to make money.
Sure. It's a business decision.
I get why they're doing it. I wish they weren't.
Sure.
But,
And you know what? This might sound cynical. End of the day, people are going to buy it.
To round that off, let's go straight into the American McGee thing.
All right.
Because there's some relations here. American McGee is working on a proposal for a third Alice game called Alice Asylum. Mm-hmm. He's going to then present that proposal to EA. With this news, I don't think that gets greenlit.
Yeah.
Maybe. I hope it does, but probably not.
Yeah. I'm trying to place who published the other Alice games.
Well, I believe Madness Returns was published by EA.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. What about Crystal Dynamics? What's the deal there?
So this isn't really news, but I think it's confirmation without being confirmation. So if you don't know Crystal Dynamics, they rebooted the Tomb Raider franchise. Square typically publishes their games. Square owns most of the old Eidos properties. Crystal Dynamics over the past week has been tweeting out lots of images of Legacy of Kain.
So
a lot of people,
that Azrael guy from Soul Reaver.
Right. So a lot of people are thinking that it's time for a reboot, and I would agree. There's no confirmation, but I'd be surprised if that's not the case.
Want another one of those?
Another Legacy of Kain game?
Yeah.
I've only ever played Soul Reaver, and it was so long ago. I played so little of it that I don't really have a personal attachment to the series.
Sure.
But I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. More of them Draculas. Mm-hmm. What's going on with Gabe Newell?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, Gabe Newell's net worth has now reached $5.5 billion.
That guy is a very wealthy man.
Going up 4.1, went from 4.1 to 5.5 in 1 year.
1 year.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So everybody that bitches about Steam and all that, yeah, you can bitch, but
his money's coming from somewhere.
Steam's Walmart now. Steam's Amazon now.
Sure.
So yeah, it's only gonna go higher.
You can get John Wick on Steam. You know that?
Yeah, you get that. If you get,
I don't think that deal's still going on though.
If you purchase the Steam controller,
yeah,
you get free John Wick for a lot of money.
Yeah,
free somehow, but still way more than any movie's worth.
Sure.
Yeah,
but you could have it.
But that's all I have for the week.
Sure. So what's going on with Activision?
They want a patent that uses matchmaking. To increase people buying stuff for the game. Yeah. That at least other publishers won't be able to use it without their approval.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
Assuming that they actually get the patent approved.
Sure.
Well, they just won the patent.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. That they won it. Yeah.
Cool.
So, we'll see what that means. A lot of people very, spending money in games that you've already purchased has proven to be a more contentious topic as time has gone on. And I guess we'll just see how that all shakes out.
You want those shaders?
I think one of the quotes in one of the articles I was reading was about basically in the writing of it is for low level players to be matched with high level players who have paid gear. So they're like, oh, well, I want that. So it is specific tactics targeted to make you pretty much feel like you have to pay to win.
To be the best.
Just don't buy it.
Don't buy it. I mean,
Don't buy into it.
If you don't want it, don't buy it.
It's all tactics.
some people are more
It's all Final Fantasy tactics.
Sure. Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions.
Yeah, sure.
PSP.
I mean, there are some people who are more predisposed to buying that sort of thing just because they can't control themselves. So
Shiny toys, they're fun.
sure. I'm not. Really
things feel
having any feeling of it.
Everything feels a little looser when we have a little drink.
Yeah, I mean, whiskey loosens up the whole.
Wiener.
Yep.
Whiskey and Capri Sun, man.
Yep.
That's apparently where it's at, because it's not bad.
This episode of the Newscast brought to you by Jack Daniels and Capri Sun. That's not true.
You ever have a Pacific Cooler?
Have you ever had a Pacific Cooler and whiskey? Because it's not that bad.
Then that's news to you. On that note, thanks for joining us again for another edition of the Save Continue Newscast. I'm Ryan Robinson. That's Tom Shelby, and that's Shanae Howard.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Later.